I want to talk about SIGGRAPH. If you haven't heard about it, it's a conference for computer graphics and interactive techniques that's held annually. And it is super great if you're interested in the kind of stuff I post about. Who, what, where, when, and why. Why SIGGRAPH? What is it? You probably have a lot of questions. So we'll start with who. The attendees are people like me and you, people who love computer graphics, who are constantly learning, people who work in the industry or students. There's also participants, companies like Foundry and Autodesk and Disney, large technology companies, large animation studios, VFX studios. They all attend, and you can engage with people who work for these companies, or if you are looking for a job, there's a huge job fair, so it's very exciting. There are people who are developers in the computer graphics field like to go. Like I said, academics, teachers, professionals, students, artists. I want to talk about the what. What is SIGGRAPH? Well, it's a conference, as I've already mentioned, and it features all sorts of things like technical papers, courses, panels, workshops, presentations by people who are cutting edge academics, and people who are at the forefront of research and technology for their specific interests. So there's also an exhibition, which is so fun. It's interactive. They've got VR, they've got machine learning, all sorts of cool things, with everything being specifically geared towards graphic design and graphics in general, computer graphics. There are special events like a computer animation festival, which is so fun, and some of the greatest small short animations I've ever seen have been exhibited there, and it was just, it's a big party, essentially. There's an emerging technology showcase, also very fun, and an art gallery for those artists out there, very fun. And yeah, so ultimately it's a multi-day conference, and now there's also a digital element to it. So SIGGRAPH also has posts online as well. Now, since 2020, they started uploading some of their presentations online, and they still offer that to people who buy conference tickets. So it's definitely, you get a lot for your money, and it's not just limited to what you see during the conference itself. So where is SIGGRAPH held? SIGGRAPH is not fixed in one location, although it most commonly is in Los Angeles or Vancouver. I know last year it was in Denver, so it doesn't stay in those spots, but it does come back to them often. So I've been to Vancouver, I've been to Los Angeles, and I wish I went to Denver. I had my kids last year and I couldn't go, so I was so bummed to miss it, but I hope to be back soon. And when? It usually takes place in the summer, the dead middle of the summer, between July and August, the end of July, early August. Why? Why attend SIGGRAPH? Well, it's a great place to network. It's a great place to meet people who share your interests, because I don't know about you, but in my day-to-day life, I don't come across a lot of people who are super interested in computer graphics. I did go to school for it, so I do have friends to talk to, but you know, out in the wild, you don't meet a lot of people who are into this stuff. So it's really exciting to see all of these people who share your interests, or things, or are interested in things that are adjacent to what you are, because you get to finally nerd out, and it's the best. Then there's education. You can learn about the new technologies that'll be coming out and affecting you and affecting the art that you make, or the community that you're involved in. You can showcase your work. So if you're coming up with cutting edge technologies or really interesting art projects, there's a place for you. You can apply to be part of the event. You can get inspired. Getting inspired at SIGGRAPH is one big reason I like to go. It's just, you see things, you hear about things you never even knew were possible, and you get to engage with technology that you otherwise maybe wouldn't have access to. So it's really cool. And recruitment, there's a lot of recruiters at SIGGRAPH, so it's a great place to look for a job, especially at the job fair, which also you can get a lot of free swag at, which is cool. One thing I'd like to note is SIGGRAPH is different from AMC SIGGRAPH. So AMC SIGGRAPH is the organization behind SIGGRAPH, and it's a professional group, and they have chapters in many different cities across America. But the SIGGRAPH conference is its own event. So yeah, that's my quick little summary of SIGGRAPH. I know I probably missed a bunch of stuff. I don't cover everything. I'm just this is coming from the starving artist perspective. So yeah, SIGGRAPH is fun. I try to do it on a dime when I go, and I, try to come up with reasons to go because it is expensive, but it is fun, and it is so cool to be around people that like the same things that I like. So.